Welcome to Game Face Ohio, presented by Astro Lanes. Today it's the Kalida Wildcats traveling here to Fort Jennings to take on the Musketeers of Fort Jennings High School. Kalida enters the game tonight at 7-6 and are looking to complete the season sweep of the Musketeers after beating them back on April 15th. That was a 4-3 final score. It took 8 innings for the victory for the Kalida Wildcats. That was the league contest, which means tonight will be a non-league affair. Meanwhile, the Fort Jennings Musketeers are looking to bounce back from a key injury to catcher Nolan Neidert, who recently broke his finger and had season-ending surgery earlier this week. His first pitch of the game is high. Nolan broke his finger and I believe also tore some ligaments. So replacing him tonight behind the plate will be junior Jared Cavillage, who obviously has some big shoes to fill tonight if the Musketeers are to be successful. Fort Jennings enters tonight's game 7-7 overall. They're 2-2 in PCL play. Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome. Along with former head coach James Smith, I'm Todd Utrup. On the mound for the Musketeers is Jared Horseman. Hitting the fly ball to right field is Logan Ricker, center fielder for Kalida. He's retired by Tyler Good, who makes the nice sliding catch there down the line. So up for Kalida will be the opposing pitcher, Paul Utendorf. Called strike one. Horseman gets things straight with Cavillage and delivers. There's a swing and a miss. So 0-2 now the count on Paul Utendorf. There's a grounder down the third base side. So we'll take this chance if we can to go through the batting order for the Kalida Wildcats. Leading off was Logan Ricker. This is Paul Utendorf here who's the pitcher batting second. He'll be followed by Jordan Basinger. Then Nick Geisinger in the cleanup spot. Ryan Unverfurth after him. Michael Buckrath playing short. Christopher Osterhags in left. Spicer and Turnwald closing it up at the bottom. Horseman delivers. Another foul ball. So we got one out here in the top of the first. Horseman likes the sign. He delivers. It's going to be a little bit inside. Count goes 2-2 on the batter. That one's going to be high, so the count will run full. Here's the payoff pitch. And that'll be high and outside. So Utendorf will go down to first with the walk. That'll bring up the number 3 hitter, Jordan Basinger. Jordan's playing first base tonight for the Wildcats.
Key for Horseman is to get on top of these hitters, start out with first pitch strike.
First pitch fastball high. Cavillage had to reach all the way up to grab that one. Now we see Coach Swick altering his defensive lineup a little bit, which we'll take a look at in a minute. There goes the runner. Here comes the throw down to second. Not in time. So Utendorf with the stolen base. Not a bad first throw down to second for the new catcher for the Musketeers.
Yeah, I think that stolen base is on the pitcher. The catcher did everything he can. Good throw, good tag, just beat the throw.
That one will be inside. 2-0, I think, is the count. Three and one. I'm staying corrected. There was 3 balls there, so there's the first called strike. So 3-1 now the count on Jordan Basinger. He'll swing, and that one will be fouled back out of play. So 3-2 count again.
2-1 the count on the Kalida hitters are doing a good job of battling, fouling off those tough pitches to stay alive. Good two-strike hitters.
There's a sharp ball hit to short. Ball's booted by Von Sossen. He gathers it back up, won't have a play after that. So credit. I guess I wouldn't call it a credit, but we'll charge Von Sossen with the error on the play. Utendorf will advance to third. So the Wildcats are in business. The runners on first and third. One away here in the top of the first. Coach McBride down at the third base coach's box gives a signs to his cleanup hitter, Nick Geisinger. We'll see if the runner at first will take off for the steal here in this typical situation. He does. The catcher is going to just hold the ball, and the runner did hold after he faked the steal, so he'll stay at first. So first and third.
A little cat and mouse going back here between each coach.
Now he goes, and it works perfectly. The ball is misplayed in right field by the right fielder, so 2 runs are going to score. Two nothing in favor of the Wildcats. The steal was crucial there as the second baseman went to cover the play and was out of position on the ground ball. And then it was compounded by the misplay, by the error by the right fielder. So Geisinger will end up on second on the single and advance on the air. So here's left-handed hitter Ryan Unverferth playing second base tonight for the Wildcats. He goes to put the bunt down. He fouls it back to the screen. A little breezy tonight here at the park in Fort Jennings. There's a swing and a foul ball down the left field side. So we'll take a quick look at the defensive lineup for Fort Jennings. We'll hold on that. We'll do that after this batter. Here's a delivery from Horseman.
First, Michael Bockrath over to
Foul ball out of play.
Once again, the Kalida hitters at the plate are doing a good job of moves down, working the pitch count, and battling with 2 strikes.
There's a nice play by the second baseman for the put out at first. So Unverferth is retired on the nice play by Ryan Sherman at second. Geisinger does advance to third on the play. So now stepping in is the shortstop. There's first pitch called strike, so 0-1. Swinging a foul tip. So 0-2 now the count on Michael. We are in the top of the first, 2-0 already the score in favor of Kalida. Here's a ground ball to Von Sossen. This time he fields it cleanly, fires to first in the dirt, so that'll be another error on Von Sossen. Run will score. 3-0 in favor of Kalida. So now we'll have a single runner aboard. That's Michael Bockrath at first. Christopher Osterhag is now at the plate. He is the left fielder for Kalida. First pitch from Horseman is in the dirt, so the runner will advance. Well, James, Fort Jennings definitely digging themselves a hole real early here in this game tonight.
Yeah, it's a couple hard hit balls and a couple tough hops, and just got to focus one batter at a time. They're not going to get this back all in one inning. But focus on this batter and see if we can get out of the inning with damage is where it is. Chip away.
Here's the 0-2 pitch from Horseman. Foul ball, so that'll be a replay. So still 0-2 the count here. There's a swing and a miss. Down goes Osterhage on strikes. That'll do it for the Wildcats in the top of the first, but not before they get 3 runs across. We'll be back after the break.
Our dad used to say, when you work hard for something, protect it.
That's why he got nationwide insurance more than 30 years ago.
We're still with them today because no matter what changes in our lives, whether it's starting a business or building a house,
Having kids or buying a car.
with an on-your-side review from Nationwide Insurance, we get the coverage we need at the right price for us.
Nationwide is on your side.
The Fort Jennings Telephone Company has provided quality telephone service to northwestern Ohio since 1908. We now offer many different services, including local and long-distance phone service, cable television, and high-speed internet. The Fort Jennings Telephone Company offers all of these services with the convenience of one monthly bill. Contact us at 419-286-2181 or visit us online at www.fjtelephone.com.
And we're back here at Fort Jennings where the Kalida Wildcats have jumped out to a 3-0 lead in the first. Let's take a quick look at the Fort.
1 out here in the
Batting first will be Trevor Van Sassen, followed by Mesker, then the left fielder Brad Trentman, and then the pitcher Jared Horseman, followed by Adam Austin Norbeck, Jared Cavledge, Ryan Sherman, and Tyler Good. They'll be facing Paul Utendorf for Kalida. And I would be remiss if I didn't mention here tonight that our umpires on the bases, Ron Amstutz, and behind the plate calling the balls and strikes, Jason Grothaus. So he'll be the left-handed hitting Trevor Van Sassen for Fort Jennings. First pitch swing is Van Sassen's off the glove of the third baseman. Credited him with the single. Tough play on the third baseman. He almost had it. Went off his glove. And then nobody had a play for it. So let's take a quick look at the Kalida defensive lineup. They're in left field, Osterhage, Recker in center, and Turnwald in right. Buckrath and Unverfurth up the middle. Geisinger and Basinger on the corners, and Spicer behind the plate. And, of course, Paul Utendorf pitching. There's a first pitch swing from Drew Mesker. He hits it nearly to the fence there in right center. Coach Swick will send the runner, Van Sassen. Here comes the play at the plate, not in time. Mesker is going to be thrown out at third base. Try to advance on the throw. A little bit too greedy there. And if I'm not mistaken, Coach Smith, the cardinal rules never make the first or last out at third base in an inning, if I'm not mistaken.
That is correct. So that's credited with a double and an RBI. And put out at third base for the first out of the inning.
I'm sure Coach Jeff Swick not too happy with that play. Here's another shot down to the third baseman for Kalida. This time he gathers it up and fires over to first base for the out. That's Nick Geisinger, by the way, playing third base. So that'll bring up Jared Horseman for the Musketeers in the 4 spot.
Jared enters with a .347 batting average, 3 home runs and 15 RBIs. See if he can help himself here, help his own cause.
Swing and a miss on the first pitch. There's a shot. That's going to go down the line, probably foul. We'll wait on the call. Foul ball. Horseman was unable to hear the call, so he had taken off in his home run trot.
I think the wind didn't help him there. I think that blew that from a clear home run. I think that wind blew it foul.
I think you're correct on that. The wind kind of blowing from first base to third base here tonight. Utendorf gets that breaking ball down low, and it's a swing and a miss for Horseman. So that'll do it for the Musketeers here in the first, but they do get one back. 3-1's our score after one. We'll be right back.
difficulties. We've had some problems with a cable that has been run over by a vehicle, so we're trying to work through that. So just to reset here, Kalida has the bases loaded, top of the second, one runner out, and third batter in the lineup, Jordan Basinger, up. And a base hit pass, a diving second baseman, one run is in. So coming around to score was Cody Spicer. Credit single and RBI with Jordan Basinger. And once again, all runners move up 90 feet. Base is still loaded. Still one man out. Brings up the cleanup batter, third baseman Nick Geisinger. Pitch a little low by Horseman. Nick singled his first time up with an RBI. Horseman delivers, and fastball swung on and missed. Evens the count at 1-1. Fort Jennings battling to see if they can get an out here. Pitch taken a little bit outside. 2-1 the count. Gets a sign and delivers. Once again, just a little bit outside, 3-1 here on Nick Geisinger. And the pitch. Taken on the outside corner, strike two. Takes it to full count. Full count, one out. And the pitch, fouled on, fouled away off to the right side. It was a good pitch there by Horseman on the outside corner. Geisinger did a good job of fighting that two-strike pitch off. Once again, the 3-2 delivery. Off-speed pitch, once again fouled off to the right side. We will try it all over once again. And the pitch. Taken a little bit low. Ball four. And on the walk, Logan Ricker comes on in to score. Everybody else moves up 90 feet. Coach Swick out to the mound to give some instructions. Probably talking about some mechanics, getting his infield squared away with what he wants to do defensively. Two runs in already here in the top of the second. Kalida up 5-1. One out here. Bases are still loaded. And second baseman Ryan Unverferth up to bat for the Wildcats. Pitch taken a little bit outside. Once again, defensively, the Musketeers are playing even in the bag to try to cut off that run at the plate. Pitch taken for a strike, evens it up at 1-1. Pitch hit to third baseman, knocked down, flips to the shortstop. Good defensive play, gets that runner in. Force play at third base for the second out of the inning. Paul Utendorf does come in to score. Credit Unverferth with an RBI. Brings up Michael Backrath. Reached on an error his first time. Two outs here. Top of the second. Runners on first and second. In there for a called strike. Pitch line drive into right center, going to fall in front of the right fielder. Runner waved around third, going to score. Single and an RBI for Michael Baccarat. Another run comes across, and it's runners at first and third. Brings up left fielder Christopher Osterhage. Horseman steps off and gives a look. Pitch taken high. Four runs already here in the top of the second for Kalida. Runner from first goes. Pitch gets away from the catcher. Not far enough for that runner from third to advance. So we have runners at second and third now. 2-0 count here on the left fielder, Christopher Osterhage. And the fly ball hit to left center. Left fielder's under it and makes the grab for the third out of the inning. 4 runs scored for the Kalida Wildcats, and they are up 7-1 halfway through the second. We will be back.
At the Fort Jennings State Bank, we strive for excellence in serving our communities. With 24/7 ATM service, online banking, and 5 convenient locations, the Fort Jennings State Bank works hard to be your bank of choice. As an independent community bank, we have served our Putnam County community since 1918. With a full line of loan options, the Fort Jennings State Bank truly is the bank of choice. Building a home can be an overwhelming experience, and the relationship you establish with your home building company can be as important as the quality of the construction. That's why at Zwick Construction, we pride ourselves on our craftsmanship as well as the friendly manner in which it's conducted. Contact us for a free consultation and see the difference Zwick Construction can make in your home building experience.
And welcome back to Fort Jennings as we move into the bottom of the second inning. Fort Jennings coming to bat. Number 5, number 6, and number 7 hitters. Adam Osting, Austin Norbeck, and Jared Kavlich looking to get the Musketeers started on the right track. Kalida has jumped on top early, 7-1. And first pitch, off-speed pitch by Paul Utendorf is swung on and missed. Kalida left-hander did a good job of throwing that off-speed pitch, and once again another one. Swung on and missed, breaking ball. Ahead of the hitter, 0-2. And pitch got him on, looks like the shoe top. So we have a hit batter. Adam Osting, leadoff man on. Brings up the third baseman, Austin Norbeck. Throw over to first. Back in time. Austin Norbeck enters with a .314 batting average. 2 home runs on the season. First pitch taken for a strike. Adam Osting takes his lead from first. Utendorf throws over. Back in there safely. Udendorf gets the sign and delivers. Taking a little bit outside. And the pitch. Check swing. Looks like he held. 2-1 to count here on the Musketeer catcher. Udendorf delivers, taking a little bit low, 3-1 to count. And Udendorf's pitch is taken a little bit high, ball 4. So first 2 Musketeers reach base. Brings up Jared Cavillage, the catcher. Jared has 1 home run on the season. Runners get their lead. Udendorf delivers. Fists it off. It's going to drop in between. Throw gets away from the first baseman. Goes into the dugout. Everybody moves up one base on the ground rule. So we have a throwing error. Allows the runners to move up to second and third. Still nobody out. Brings up second baseman Ryan Schuerman. Udendorf delivers. Strike 1. Seven to 2, Kalida on top. Fort Jennings battling back. Did not hold on that check swing, so evens the count at 1-1. Fort Jennings threatening here in the bottom half of the second inning. Runners on second and third and nobody out. Udendorf delivers, off-speed pitch in the dirt. 2-1 to count on the Musketeer second baseman. Udendorf comes to the stretch and delivers. Pitch taken low, 3-1. Excuse me, 3-2. We have full count. And a pitch swung on and missed for the strikeout, first out of the inning. It's a big out for Paul Udendorf on the mound. First out of the inning. Tyler Good steps in, the right fielder. 231 on the year, 2 home runs. Udendorf delivers. Swung on and missed. Udendorf with a pitch. Once again, cannot hold up. 0-2 the count on Tyler Good. And the pitch taken a little bit low. 1-2 the count. Tyler Good looking to put the ball in play here. Kalida's defense looking to concede that run at third if the ball's hit on the ground. Taken inside, a good block by the catcher. Cody Spicer did a good job of keeping that ball in front of him, not allowing those runners to move up. And the pitch by Udendorf swung on and missed. Udendorf's third strikeout of the evening, second of this inning. Runner still at second and third. Brings up the top of the order and shortstop Trevor Von Sassen. The single his first time up. And a foul ball over towards first. Trevor Von Sossen, 347 batting average. As I said, singled his first time up and came around to score. Utendorf gets a sign he likes. Comes set and delivers. Pitch taken in the dirt, and once again, Cody Spicer doing a good job behind the plate. Utendorf's pitch taken high. Two and one the count on the shortstop for Fort Jennings. Big 2-out at bat here for Fort Jennings. Pitch taken low in the dirt, brings it to 3-1. One run already in for the Musketeers, looking to add here. Runners at second and third. Utendorf's pitch taken high for ball 4. And a walk for Von Sossen brings up the center fielder Drew Mesker, who had a double and an RBI his first time up. Bases loaded here, 2 outs. Fort Jennings looking to chip away here at that 7-2 lead for Kalida. Pitch taken a little bit low. Mesker has a .383 batting average on the season. Utendorf's pitch catches the outside corner, evens it up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Utendorf gets what he likes and delivers. Pitch hit back up the middle. And a great play by the shortstop, steps on second for the 3rd out. And 1 run scored for Fort Jennings. After 2 complete, it's 7-2 Kalida. We will be back after this.
S&J Crane Services in Venedocia. With 30-ton and 80-ton cranes available, we can lift anything you need a crane for, especially modular homes. At S&J Crane Services, our cranes come insured, with licensed operators and oilers, making S&J Crane Services your first stop for all your heavy lifting needs. S&J Crane Services in Venedocia. Call 419-692-9394 for a quote today. That's 419-692-9394.
And welcome back. Tonight's contest, featured on Game Face Ohio, features the home team Fort Jennings Musketeers and the visiting Kalida Wildcats. Kalida has jumped on early, up 7-2 after 2 full innings. As we move into the top of the 3rd, up for the visiting Wildcats will be number 32, Cody Spicer, the catcher. Single his last time up is 1 for 1 today's contest. Jared Horseman's first pitch is a fastball, strike 1. Horseman fastball swung on and missed. Horseman jumps on top, 0-2, gets way ahead. Gets a sign that he likes and delivers. Pop up right behind home plate. And catcher Jared Cavledge unable to get there. Had a tough time finding it. And a tough play with the wind. Combine that and falls in. And Cody Spicer gets new life. That was a tough play for the catcher. Spicer steps back in. Horseman delivers. And fly ball to deep left field. Going back and making a great play out in left field is Brad Trentman for the first out of the inning. That was a tough play. For good play out there by Brad Trentman, left fielder for the Musketeers. Brings up the right fielder for the Wildcats, number 6, Michael Turnwald. First pitch taken a little bit high. Turnwald struck out his first time up. And pitch fouled on back to the screen. Horseman gets the sign he likes and delivers. Swung on and missed. 1 ball and 2 strikes here on the number 9 batter for the Wildcats. Right fielder Michael Turnwald. Horseman delivers. Taking a little bit inside. Evens it up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Horseman delivers. Ball taken in the dirt. Ball 3. Takes us to full count. And the delivery by Horseman. Taken high for ball 4. Turnwald did a good job of battling that at-bat, able to draw the walk with 1 out. Brings back up the top of the order center fielder Logan Recker. Recker steps in 0-1 for the day. Has a walk and did come around to score. Third trip to the plate. So we have 1 out, top of the third. Michael Turnwald on at first base for the Wildcats and Logan Recker up to bat. Runner goes, throw down to second. Good throw, and got him. Great throw by Jared Cavledge. Cuts down that stolen base attempt. Two to 6 put out if you're scoring at home. Two outs, nobody on. And the pitch by Horseman fouled on. Fouled off to the right side. Two balls and 1 strike on the Wildcat center fielder. Pitch, line drive to the shortstop, scooped up and thrown over to first for the 3rd out of the inning. So no runs for the Kalida Wildcats. We move to the middle part of the 3rd. 7-2 Kalida. We will be back.
Our dad used to say, when you work hard for something, protect it.
That's why he got nationwide insurance more than 30 years ago.
We're still with them today because no matter what changes in our lives, whether it's starting a business or building a house,
Having kids or buying a car.
with an on-your-side review from Nationwide Insurance, we get the coverage we need at the right price for us.
Nationwide is on your side.
Welcome back here to Fort Jennings. Tonight's contest on Game Face Ohio features the visiting Kalida Wildcats and the home team Fort Jennings Musketeers. As we move into the home half of the third inning, so Wildcats on top 7-2. And Fort Jennings looking to chip away. Up for the Musketeers in this half of the inning will be left fielder Brad Trentman. Starting off 3-4-5 for the Fort Jennings Musketeers. Brad Trentman, Jared Horseman, and Adam Osting. Looking to get something going here for the Musketeers. Paul Utendorf, left-hander on the mound for the Wildcats. And first pitch taken a little bit high for ball one. Trentman is 0 for 1 on the day. And that ball was foul tipped and looks like it got a piece of the catcher, Cody Spicer. So we'll take a second here and give him a second to collect himself. So as we have a break here, I want to remind all our listening fans that this weekend is tournament draw here, so this is a key contest for each team as they try to improve their record, improve their chances for getting a higher seed. So this game is being played as a non-league game tonight, but it still has significance in terms of tournament selection and tournament draw. All right, we are back to live action, and the ball hit down to the third baseman, fielded and thrown across the diamond. And good play there by third baseman Nick Geisinger. So one out here in the bottom half of the third brings up the pitcher for the Fort Jennings Musketeers, Jared Horseman. Jared steps in and line drive towards the shortstop, and a diving play made by shortstop Michael Bachrath on a hard hit line drive. So that was a great defensive play. Stepping in for Fort Jennings is number 12, first baseman Adam Osting. And Utentorp delivers, and ground ball towards the shortstop, fielded, and over to first. 3 up and 3 down for Fort Jennings. We have 3 complete. 7-2, Kalida on top. We'll be back after this short break.
The Fort Jennings Telephone Company has provided quality telephone service to northwestern Ohio since 1908. We now offer many different services, including local and long-distance phone service, cable television, and high-speed internet. The Fort Jennings Telephone Company offers all of these services with the convenience of one monthly bill. Contact us at 419-286-2181 or visit us online at www.fjtelephone.com.
And welcome back here. Game Face Ohio game for tonight. Here in Fort Jennings, the Kalida Wildcats are up 7-2, heading into the top half of the fourth inning. And up for Kalida in the bat is number 15, the pitcher, Paul Utendorf. And a line drive over the third baseman's head in the left field for a leadoff single. So Utendorf helps himself, stays perfect on the day. Second single for the day. Has reached all 3 times he's been up to bat. Brings up the first baseman, Jordan Basinger, who is 1 for 2 on the day with a single and an RBI. Utendorf gets a lead, throw over, and back in time. Horseman gets a sign and delivers. Pitch taken for a strike. Horseman gets ahead in the count 0-1 on the Kalida first baseman. And throw over to first and back in time, diving. Utendorf gets his lead and is going. Throw down to second. And head first slide in time as Utendorf is able to steal second. Basinger steps back in. Horseman gets his sign. And the delivery taken a little bit high. Utendorf gets his lead off second. Pitch by Horseman. Fly ball down the right field line. And will drop in front of the right fielder for a single. And looks like we have an injury timeout here. Looks like we have some cramps possibly. Basinger did a good job of sawing that pitch off in the right field. Gives us a chance here to talk about the Game Face Ohio website, gamefaceohio.com. Be sure to go there and you can check out schedules for all your teams that you follow, different league standings, scores, and schedules. GameFaceOhio.com. And what's really nice about the website is you can go in there and you can click on, for instance, baseball, and you can pull up the calendar for that for baseball for that week, and it will show you just baseball games and schedules for just that week of who we are covering in the area. So that makes it really, really nice and really easy to be able to follow your local teams and the action they're involved in. So it looks like Basinger will be pulled for a pinch runner. Looks like number 19, Jeff Girding, enters the game as the runner for the injured Basinger. Basinger able to walk off on his own power, so let's hope he is able to return. So just to reset here, we are in the top half of the fourth inning. We have nobody down. We have runners at first and third. Jeff Girding on at first for the injured Jordan Basinger, and Paul Utendorf on at third. Stepping in and fouling off the first pitch for Kalida is the third baseman, Nick Geisinger. Nick Geisinger steps in with a single, 2 RBIs today. And foul ball over the right side. First baseman under it and makes the grab. So pop up to the first baseman, first out of the inning. Jared Horseman made a great pitch there, kind of jammed him. Able to get a pop-up in the infield for the first out of the inning. And in steps Ryan Unverfurth, the second baseman. And some confusion here as they pitch appeared to be hit off the plate, and some confusion as to whether it's hit off the plate or hit off his foot. And it looks like with the help of both of the umpires, Ron Umstutz and Jason Grothaus, getting together and deciding that it did, in fact, hit off his foot. So we will reset. Runner goes. And first and third situation, able to steal second. So Paul Utendorf over at third and Jeff Gerding at second. And Unverberth able to foul that off to the left side. Count is 1-2 on the Wildcat second baseman. Horseman delivers. And base hit in between the first and second baseman into right field. RBI single for Unverfurth. Coming in to score is Paul Utendorf. Moving over to third is Jeff Gerding. Brings up shortstop Michael Backrath. Backrath has a single and an RBI back in the second. Horseman comes set. Swung on and missed. Stolen base there by Unverfurth. Runners at second and third, still one out. Here in the top half of the fourth. Swung on and missed. 0-2 on the Wildcat shortstop. And Horseman delivers. Ground ball up the middle. And only play is at first base for the shortstop. So Backrath did a good job putting the ball in play, getting that RBI. Coming in to score is Jeff Gerding. And moving from second to third is Ryan Unverfurth. So good job of putting the bat on the ball and putting it in play there by Michael Backrath. Stepping in for Kalida, taking first pitch ball, is left fielder Christopher Osterhage. Over 2 on the day. And Horseman delivers. Swung on and missed. Evens it up at 1-1. Two runs in for Kalida. Foul ball behind home plate. Catcher's under it and makes the grab. So 2 runs come across in the top half of the fourth. Makes it 9-2 Kalida. As we move to the bottom half of the fourth inning, we will be back.
Fort Jennings State Bank, we strive for excellence in serving our communities. With 24/7 ATM service, online banking, and 5 convenient locations, the Fort Jennings State Bank works hard to be your bank of choice. As an independent community bank, we have served our Putnam County community since 1918. With a full line of loan options, the Fort Jennings State Bank truly is the bank of choice.
And welcome back, Game Face Ohio here, as we are in the bottom half of the 4th inning here in Fort Jennings. Visiting Kalida Wildcats on top 9-2. Due up for Fort Jennings in the home half of the 4th is Austin Norbeck, Jared Cavledge, and Ryan Schuerman. Kalida pitcher Paul Utendorf has slowly begun to settle in here and gets ahead of Norbeck 0-1. Utendorf gets a sign and delivers. And check swing appeal down to first base, and Ron Amstutz said that he did in fact go. So 0-2 on the Musketeer third baseman, and swung on and missed for strikeout for Utendorf. First out of the bottom of the 4th. That is a 4th strikeout for the Wildcat left-hander. Stepping in is the second baseman, Ryan Schuerman, who fouls it off to the right side. Schuerman 0-1 on the day. Utendorf delivers, pitch taken inside, evens it up at 1-1. Pitch taken in the dirt. Takes the count to 2-1. Favor of the Musketeers second baseman. Looking to get on base here for the first time today. Utendorf delivers, fastball taken high, moves it to 3-1. Pitch swung on and missed. Fastball taken and moves us to full count 3-2. Bottom half of the 4th inning and 1 out. Schuerman stays alive with a ball fouled back and out of play. Kalida enters tonight's contest at 7-6 overall. And pitch is swung on and missed for strikeout number 5 and out number 2 here in the bottom half of the 4th. As I was saying, Kalida enters tonight's contest at 7-6, and Fort Jennings enters at 7-7 overall. Stepping in as a number 9 batter, right fielder Tyler Good. First pitch taken for a ball. Utendorf delivers, and ball is fouled over the right side and out of play. Evens it up at 1-1. And the pitch in the dirt taken. Ball 2. As Utendorf has really seemed to settle in here in the last 2 innings. Retired now 5 in a row. Pitch fouled away, gets away from the catcher. And the pitch by Utendorf, taken low. Once again, we run it to a full count, 3-2. 2 outs here, bottom half of the 4th inning. Kalida up 9-2. And ground ball is shortstop. Field and thrown over to first for the 3rd out. So after 4 complete, We are Kalida at 9, Fort Jennings 2. We will be back on Game Face Ohio.
Building a home can be an overwhelming experience, and the relationship you establish with your home building company can be as important as the quality of the construction. That's why at Zwick Construction, we pride ourselves on our craftsmanship as well as the friendly manner in which it's conducted. Contact us for a free consultation and see the difference Zwick Construction can make in your home building experience. S&J Crane Services in Venedocia. With 30-ton and 80-ton cranes available, we can lift anything you need a crane for, especially modular homes. At S&J Crane Services, our cranes come insured with licensed operators and oilers, making S&J Crane Services your first stop for all your heavy lifting needs. S&J Crane Services in Venedocia. Call 419-692-9394 for a quote today. That's 419-692-9394.
Welcome back to tonight's contest featured on Game Face Ohio between the Kalida Wildcats and the Fort Jennings Musketeers as we move into the top half of the 5th inning. Up to bat for the Kalida Wildcats, leading off will be number 32, catcher Cody Spicer. And we have a new pitcher on the mound for Fort Jennings, number 3, Brad Trentman. So Trentman takes over on the hill for Jared Horseman, who lasted 4 innings, gave up 9 runs. So Trentman, right-hander, starts out with a first pitch strike. Pitch, ground ball down to third base, fielded and thrown over cleanly for the put-out third baseman, Austin Norbeck. So 1 up and 1 down for right-hander Brad Trentman. Stepping in for Kalida, right fielder Michael Turnwald. And Trentman delivers. First pitch taken a little bit low. Turnwald reached on a walk last time, up and was caught stealing. And Trentman's pitch in there called strike, evens it up at 1-1. And pitch is fouled off down the third base line, out of play. Trentman gets ahead at 1-2. And pitch by Trentman is swung on and missed. First strikeout of the evening for Brad Trentman. Out number 2 here in the top half of the 5th. Brings up the top of the order and center fielder Logan Recker. And Trentman delivers and pitch stalled off and line drive to the first baseman for the putout. Trentman comes in. 3 up and 3 down after 4.5. 9-2 Kalida. We will be back. Welcome back here to Fort Jennings for tonight's contest on Game Face Ohio. Kalida Wildcats have slowly gotten to the Fort Jennings pitchers and are up 9-2 after 4.5 complete as we enter the home half of the 5th inning. Up to bat for Fort Jennings, we go back to the top of the order with shortstop Trevor Von Sassen. I'm sorry, up to bat is the number 9 batter, right fielder Tyler Good. Tyler is 0 for 1 on the day, struck out back in the second. There's a line drive deep in the hole by the shortstop, throw over to first, and got him. Great play by the shortstop. Michael Bockrath goes deep in the hole, shows off his strong arm. Able to get Tyler Good by a step over at first. So outstanding defensive play there deep in the hole by Michael Bockrath of Kalida. Now we bring up the top of the order and Trevor Von Sassen, a shortstop. Takes first pitch strike. That is the last 9 batters retired in a row by Utendorf. Pitch gets behind the Musketeer shortstop for ball. Off-speed pitch, got away from Utendorf a little bit, and we're back. Fastball taken for a strike on the outside corner. Count moves to 1-2. Von Sassen has reached safely every time up, single on the first and walked on in the second. Von Sassen fights that pitch off and stays alive. And Utendorf taking the sign and delivers. And once again, Von Sassen does a good job of fighting off that pitch. Count still remains at 1-2. Von Sassen hitting .347 on the season. 18 hits on the year. And once again, Von Sassen staying alive up there at the plate, trying to find a pitch that he can do something with. Utendorf delivers. Off-speed pitch taken a little bit high, moves it to all square at 2-2. We are bottom half of the 5th inning, 1 out. Kalida up on top of Fort Jennings 9-2. And Von Sassen delivers a little bloop single into center field, so a great piece of hitting there by the Fort Jennings shortstop. So Von Sassen reaches on the single, brings up the center fielder, number 6, Drew Mesker, hitting .383 on the season. Von Sassen gets his lead off from first. Utendorf delivers first pitch fastball called for a strike. Utendorf comes set, steps off. Von Sassen scurries back into the bag. And Utendorf gets a sign and delivers towards the plate. Ball hit in between the hole, between first and second. Right fielder does a good job coming up with it cleanly. Back-to-back singles here for the Musketeers. Fort Jennings putting something together here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. 2 straight singles, runners at first and second, brings up the 3 batter. Now pitching for Fort Jennings, Brad Trentman, hitting .469 on the season, so he'd like to help his own cause here. Utendorf delivers, and a fly ball into left field. Left fielder comes on, is under it, and makes the catch for out number 2. So 2 down here. 2 down brings Jared Horseman to the plate. Jared's hitting .347 on the season. Trevor Von Sossen leads off a second, and Drew Mesker off a first. Pitch swung on and missed by Horseman. 0-1 to count. Ford Jennings would like to string together a couple 2-out hits here to chip into this Kalida lead. Runners get their lead, and the pitch. Pitch hit to deep short. And shortstop Michael Backrath over to first in time for the 3rd out of the inning. After 5 complete, Kalida up 9-2. We will be back after this short break.
The Fort Jennings Telephone Company has provided quality telephone service to northwestern Ohio since 1908. We now offer many different services, including local and long-distance phone service, cable television, and high-speed internet. The Fort Jennings Telephone Company offers all of these services with the convenience of one monthly bill. Contact us at 419-286-2181 or visit us online at www.fjtelephone.com.
Welcome back. Tonight's Game Face Ohio contest between the Kalida Wildcats and Fort Jennings Musketeers moves to the top of the 6th as the visiting Wildcats come to bat. Leading off for Kalida is number 15, pitcher Paul Utendorf, who has reached safely all 3 times, 2 singles and a walk, and has scored 3 times. So once again, liking to help his own cause here, as right-hander Brad Trentman delivers, and the pitch has been fouled off down the third base side. Out of play. Trentman gets ahead 0-1. Utendorf steps back in. Trentman gets a sign that he likes and delivers. And a bunt attempt down third base line. Trentman off and makes a great play. Brad Trentman makes a great play on the bunt attempt by Utendorf, and a 1-3 put out for the first out of the inning. So pitcher doing a good job of fielding his own position there on that play. Makes a good strong throw over to first in time for the first out of the inning. Brings up first baseman Jordan Basinger. I apologize. Jeff Girding has remained in the game for the injured Jordan Basinger, so Jeff Girding will get his first plate appearance of the tonight's contest. Big left-hander steps in. And Trentman delivers. Pitch swung on and fouled back. Jeff Gurning entered back in the 4th for the injured Jordan Basinger and later came around and scored. And swung on and missed there for strikeout. Strikeout number 2 on the afternoon for Brad Trentman. Brings up cleanup batter, third baseman Nick Geisinger. Nick is 1 for 2 on the day with a single, 2 RBIs, and takes that one in the back of the arm for a hit by pitch and moves down to first. Nick seems to be okay there at first. And in steps Ryan Unverfurth, the second baseman. Ryan with a single his last time up back in the fourth. And pitch hit down left field line, slicing. Fair ball, right in fair territory. Coming around to score is Nick Geisinger, and stand-up double for Ryan Unverfurth. That ball just kept slicing and slicing away from the left fielder. Ball's in play for a stand-up double for Ryan Unverfurth, and coming around to score was Nick Geisinger. Moves our score to 10-2 in favor of the Wildcats. Stepping in now is Michael Bockrath, the shortstop, who's had a solid game defensively. Pitch taken low for ball. Bockrath has a single tonight's contest. Unverfurth gets his lead away from second. Trentman gives him a look and delivers to the plate. Pitch taken low for ball 2. Trentman delivers. Pitch taken for a strike. Fastball taken on the outside corner. Moves the count to 2-1. Unverfurth away. Ball hit right to the second baseman. And over to first for the putout. So Shorman makes the play defensively for the third out of the inning. So after 5.5 complete, Kalida 10, Fort Jennings 2. We will be back after this short break.
At the Fort Jennings State Bank, we strive for excellence in serving our communities. With 24/7 ATM service, online banking, and 5 convenient locations, the Fort Jennings State Bank works hard to be your bank of choice. As an independent community bank, we have served our Putnam County community since 1918. With a full line of loan options, the Fort Jennings State Bank truly is the bank of choice.
Welcome back here after 5.5 complete. Here at Fort Jennings, it is Kalida on top 10-2 behind a solid performance on the mound by Paul Utendorf. Coming up to bat for Fort Jennings here in the home half of the 6th is first baseman Adam Osting, third baseman Austin Norbeck, and then Jared Cavledge going to be the third musketeer up to bat this half of the inning. And first pitch by Utendorf swung on and missed by Osting. Osting was hit by a pitch back in the second and later came around to score. Looking for his first hit of the afternoon. Utendorf's delivery taken a little bit outside for ball 1. I'd like to welcome back to the broadcast booth Todd Utrip, who was out visiting with fans and spectators at tonight's contest, able to
Yeah, I was out talking to some people, talking a little bit about the website, GameFaceOhio.com, and the broadcast that we have. Showing them a little bit about the broadcast and some of the things that we're doing here. I'm sure, James, that while I was gone, you've mentioned the website and some of the features a few times. But if you're new to GameFaceOhio.com, haven't had a chance to look at the website much, I would invite you to explore all the different options and tools that are there on the website.
Utendorf delivers. Pitch taken outside. Moves the count to full here on the Musketeer first baseman. Utendorf delivers payoff pitch, taken outside for ball 4. Leadoff man gets on with a walk. Brings up Austin Norbeck, third baseman for Jennings.
Well, not quite the same type of game that these two teams took part in a few weeks ago. As the ball gets by the first baseman, Osterhage, so down to second will go Osting. Ten to 2 here in the bottom of the 6th.
Austin Norbeck up to bat for Jennings. Comes in this at-bat with a .314 batting average on the season with 2 home runs. Osting gets his lead. Pitch taken a little bit inside. Line drive right at the second baseman. And over to first for the putout. So Ryan Underwood does a good job of staying down on that line drive.
Yeah, Norbeck hit that ball very hard. Unfortunately for him, he hit it basically the one spot you don't want to hit it, and that was right to the second baseman. A few feet either way, that was probably a single out to right.
Utendorf starts off Jared Cavillage with an off-speed pitch called for a strike. Adam Osting takes his lead off at third. Utendorf does a good job of looking him back and then fires on to first for the second out. So good defensive play, good job by Utendorf fielding his own position, being at ninth defensive player. Looks the runner back and on to first for the out in time. Sherman hits the ball towards the shortstop, Michael Backrath, who's able to throw over to first in time. And after 6 complete, Kalida on top, 10 to 2. We will be back.
Building a home can be an overwhelming experience, and the relationship you establish with your home building company can be as important as the quality of the construction. That's why at Zwick Construction, we pride ourselves on our craftsmanship as well as the friendly manner in which it's conducted. Contact us for a free consultation and see the difference Zwick Construction can make in your home building experience. S&J Crane Services in Venedocia. With 30-ton and 80-ton cranes available, we can lift anything you need a crane for, especially modular homes. At S&J Crane Services, our cranes come insured with licensed operators and oilers, making S&J Crane Services your first stop for all your heavy lifting needs. S&J Crane Services in Venedocia. Call 419-692-9394 for a quote today. That's 419-692-9394.
Welcome back here to Fort Jennings, tonight's contest on Game Face Ohio, featuring the Fort Jennings Musketeers hosting the Kalida Wildcats as we move into the top half of the 7th. Up to bat for Kalida, left fielder Christopher Osterhage.
And for all our viewers out there, if you get a chance to browse around the website enough, you'll see some various bits and pieces of things that we have.
Ball hit, knocked down by the shortstop, and able to reach safely for an infield hit was Osterhag. Sorry to interrupt, Todd.
No, you're fine. So the site will have lots of different feature stories on various things and some stories written about some of our programs that we have. One story that you might come across is that Game Face Ohio also has a mobile version of its website. So if you have an iPhone or a BlackBerry, anything like that, any web-enabled mobile device, you can get almost all the same content on your mobile phone, which is a great tool. So scores and schedules and standings from whichever league you're interested in, you can go track all that down. You can track down a particular school's baseball schedule and results as an example, all kinds of stuff. So check out the mobile site if you have a mobile phone that has that capability.
As Cody Spicer swings on and misses the catcher for Kalida, looking for his second hit of tonight's contest, singled back in the second and later came around to score.
I believe, as you may have mentioned earlier, Game Face Ohio will be broadcasting girls softball action tomorrow. That will be Spencerville at Miller City. And then on Monday, we'll have another boys baseball game. It'll be St. Henry traveling to Lima Bath. Next Wednesday, as we have stolen base attempt, there's the ball in play. Perfect play call there as the runner pulled the shortstop towards the second base, opening the hole for the easy single. Next Wednesday, we have an exciting broadcast to present to our Game Face Ohio community. We will be broadcasting Anna versus Wapakoneta in boys baseball, and the exciting part is that the game will be taking place in Dayton at Fifth Third Field, home of the Dayton Dragons. So we'll be broadcasting from down there. It'll also be a tape-delayed variety through our media archive section like this broadcast that you're watching. But obviously a beautiful park, beautiful field to play on. And the game is actually part of a high school baseball series that's operated there at Fifth Third. And I believe, James, when you were coaching, you guys played there a couple times as well, correct?
Yeah, we were fortunate enough to be able to take our kids down 2 years. Each school, kind of how it works, the opportunity for each of the teams, each school is set up with a fundraising opportunity through the Dragons and through some of their corporate sponsors to work in conjunction to sell some tickets for some Dragons games, and meet that criteria. You're able to play a high school game there at Fifth Third Field, and we were fortunate enough to be able to do it 2 different times, and I know it's one of those special memories that the kids will take with them and remember, being able to play on a professional diamond. And parents and grandparents, everybody gets excited about stuff like that. It's a great memory and a great experience, really, for all of them.
Absolutely. And that game, like all of our broadcasts that we do here at Game Face Ohio, if it's a game that you want to cherish and hold on to forever, you can purchase a copy of the DVD from our website. All DVD copies will come to you in full broadcast quality. So what I mean by that is, as you're watching this broadcast online, you may see a little fuzziness here or there, a little graininess, and that's due to the fact that we have to reduce the quality of the image or the video picture so that the majority of people with their home internet connections can watch it without major problems. And as technology increases, everybody's internet speeds will increase, and we'll be able to provide better and better pictures. But that's why the quality is a little grainy at times, a little less when you watch us online. But I brought that up because when you do purchase the DVD, it is a full broadcast quality, just like you'd watch on regular broadcast television, any station in the area. It's standard definition. It's not high definition, just regular definition. But, again, crisp, clear video picture and graphics and all that kind of stuff.
Right fielder Michael Turnwald moves the count to 3-1 here as Brad Trentman gets the sign that he wants. Runners away. Pitch taken a little bit outside for ball 4. loads the bases for the Kalida top of the order and center fielder Logan RECKER. Logan's hit the ball hard every time. Had some good defensive plays and was able to reach on a walk tonight's contest. Sorry, Paul Utendorf is up to bat.
I distracted you a little bit too much there, James. I confused you there. Blame that one on me as Utendorf there takes the strike. And a beautiful night for high school baseball. It was a little cloudier as our crew was setting up today, but it looks clear blue sky right now. Just a little windy, but other than that, a beautiful night for baseball.
Trevor Von Sossen able to throw across a diamond for the 6-3 putout.
Actually, that was Horseman. They must have switched there the last inning. Horseman's there now playing short. Horseman making a nice play, and I believe we have a pinch hitter up for Kalida instead of Basinger. I think did Girding enter the game a little while ago?
Yeah, Girding entered.
Okay.
This is the second time up. Girding entered for the injured Basinger back in the fourth and struck out his first time up to bat.
See, I'm just screwing everything up for this broadcast, aren't I?
Trentman delivers. Pitch taken a little bit outside by Girding.
And Game Face Ohio also has some other special programs we're running or various items that are noteworthy. One of which is Players of the Month that we're running for baseball and softball. We're here, this is the last basically day for baseball here in April. So for the whole next week, we'll be taking nominations online off of our website for Player of the Month for each sport, baseball and softball.
It is full count, 3-2 on Jeff Girding, the left-handed batter for Kalida. And Girding able to draw a walk.
And the best thing about the Player of the Month award that we are handing out for the month of April as well as for the month of May when May ends is that you, the fan, you, the user of Game Face Ohio, get to have a lot of say in the matter as far as who wins that award, because not only do you get to make the nominations, which are, again, you can find them online on our website through some of the various articles and links that we have. You can nominate a player and provide all the various information that would justify the award.
There's a line drive base hit to right field by Nick Geisinger as 2 runs come across the score.
Nice sharply hit ball to right, slightly misplayed by the right fielder, but no damage done as none of the runners, either Geisinger or the runner coming from second to third, were able to advance any further. But the Player of the Month award, not only do you get to nominate, once the nominations are in and complete, Game Face Ohio will put the top candidates online in a poll where you can vote for who you want to have as the Player of the Month. So you get to nominate and you get to have a say in the matter with your vote. And again, we'll do that for both months, April and May. Another thing we're doing here on Game Face Ohio, as I believe we have a pinch hitter here, James.
Yeah, it looks like coming in to pinch hit for Ryan Unverfurth is number 2, Tyler Huffman.
So as I was saying, another thing that we have going on Game Face Ohio, we occasionally are doing what we call a college road trip. And what we're doing is writing a feature story, a short article about high school athletes that have graduated and went on to a four-year institution or some of the other area colleges and are playing collegiately in their chosen sport. So we would travel to, let's say, Bluffton University and report on, let's say, the baseball players that are playing for Bluffton that are from the area. In fact, I think our first article that we did, our first road trip, was to Bowling Green State University, where we reported on a freshman from St. Henry, Bruns, I think was the last name, and then the Fort Jennings graduate, Ross Gerdeman.
Line drive single to left field there by Tyler Huffman. Gets another run in. Gets Tyler an RBI for tonight's contest. As Jeff Girding is able to come around and score.
And users can assist the Game Face Ohio staff in letting us know of any alums from your high school that are playing collegiately in any sport. There's a pop-up to Horseman to end the inning.
And as we move to the bottom half of the seventh inning, we have score Kalida 13 and Fort Jennings 3. We will be back. And welcome back to tonight's contest here in Fort Jennings as the visiting Kalida Wildcats take on the host team, Fort Jennings Musketeers, as we move to the bottom half of the seventh inning in a 14-2 contest.
Not the typical Fort Jennings Kalida baseball game that we're used to seeing, as we let off with in at the beginning of the broadcast. They just played a couple weeks ago. It was a 4-3 8-inning ball game. A few years back, when I was an assistant coach here under Coach Jeff Swick for Fort Jennings, took part in numerous games where the games were the one-run variety. So to see a 14-2 score here in the bottom of the seventh is just unusual for these two schools.
And the last bit of warm-up pitches.
Yeah, it looks like we'll have a change on the mound for Kalida. And we're tracking down the lefty. Looks like that'll be Michael Niemeyer, I believe. It's now pitching for Kalida.
So Niemeyer starts off the number 9 hitter, Tyler Good, with a strike. So Utendorf goes 6 strong innings for Kalida. His day is done on the mound, giving up 2 runs through those 6 innings, and hands the ball off to another left-hander, and Tyler Niemeyer. Pitch low and in the dirt. Gets away from Cody Spicer. Good steps back in. Niemeyer gets a sign that he likes. And delivers. Pitch taken a little bit high. Tyler Good 0 for 2 on the day. Swings and misses for strike 3. For the first out of the bottom half of the 7th. Coming up to bat for the Musketeers, leadoff batter Trevor Von Sossen. 2 hits on the day, 2 singles. Reached base all 3 times with a walk back in the 2nd inning and was able to come around and score one of the Fort Jennings runs. And swung on and missed. Von Sossen had a really good at-bat his last time up, fought off a bunch of tough pitches from Utendorf and was able to fight one off for a bloop single. And fouls that one off the left side and out of play. One out here in the bottom half of the 7th. Kalida on top 14-2. Schneemeyer's pitch is in the dirt. Good block by Cody Spicer. Pitch taken low for another ball. And pitch taken a little bit high and outside for a walk by Von Sossen.
Good work that time by Trevor to really work the count and stay alive and be very selective. He was obviously protecting what he needed to when he got the 2 strikes, but good job, good eye, drawing the walk. So now it'll be up to Mesker.
Always something good to take from these at-bats, regardless of what the score is. Pitch gets in the dirt. And Von Sossen able to move up from first to second, excuse me, on the pitch in the dirt.
It's nice to see on the play the outfielders moving to back up the throw or potential throw. And that's just a sign of great coaching. Coach McBride obviously does a great job with his team year after year.
Mesker 2 hits on the day. Doubled in the first with an RBI and then had a single back in the 5th. He's had a productive day at the plate. There's a line drive over the shortstop's head in the left field. Slicing away from the left fielder all the way to the wall.
And the outfielder raises a hand that it went underneath the fence, so he'll be limited to the ground rule double there. With the ground rules, that obviously the ball rolls under the fence. Play is dead, so nice shot that time.
So RBI double there from Drew Mesker.
So Von Sossen and Mesker definitely doing their job tonight, pulling their weight.
Trentman steps in, now pitching. Trentman's had a tough day, had a couple good plays defensively made to rob him of some hits. Want to know the count here on the Musketeer pitcher. Niemeyer's pitch a little bit high. Hitters count here, Todd, 2-0.
We'll see if Trentman can connect on something to keep this rally going here for the Musketeers. As that one gets away, and down to third will go Mesker. So Spicer out talking to his pitcher, trying to get back on the same page here in the bottom of the 7th.
Three balls and no strikes here on Brad Trentman at the plate. Niemeyer looking to find his rhythm back on the mound. Pitch taken inside for ball 4, and Trentman's aboard with a walk.
So Horseman will come to the plate trying to do some damage. I believe he's 0 for 3 tonight. He had a close one there on his first at bat, I think, that without the strong wind might have been a home run. The wind, I think, pushed it foul to the left side.
Horseman coming in tonight's contest with a 347 average, and as Todd was just saying, has the ability to hit the long ball as he has 3 home runs on the season.
As the pickoff play gets away from the first baseman, so 1 run will score. In comes Drew Mesker. Nice job that time by Trentman to, I guess, annoy the pitcher enough to get him to throw over there, and that's what happens. You force the defense to make a play, and things like that can happen. So Jennings getting the run home, and now we'll see if Horseman can do something. You know, Horseman stands 6'4", tall, lanky guy, long arms, long legs. Can definitely get some power into a swing.
There, a good cut there. Fouls it off to the right side. 2 runs home here in the bottom half of the 7th for Jennings. Looking to do some more damage here with 1 out. Cleanup batter Jared Horseman up to bat for the Musketeers.
Uh-oh, there's a deep drive to left field. It could be. It is. It's a home run for Jared Horseman. I was just talking about that swing there in the first inning there, James, that thought could have been a home run, and there he follows through on that one and puts it over the fence. So I believe that's his 4th home run on the season, or is that correct?
That is correct. That's his 4th home run on the year. Give him 2 RBIs. I think we put some good vibes into that at bat for him.
I think we did. 14-6 now the score. Kalida still way in control of this ball game. And, you know, oftentimes a home run can be a negative. And by that, it's often referred to as a rally killer in the baseball community. As now the bases are clear, the pitcher can refocus on the batter. And we'll see if that's what happens here, if it is a rally killer. And Kalida's pitcher can regain his composure and pitch from the windup instead of the stretch and get back in control. Or we'll see if that home run spurs the Musketeer hitters into you know, some more base hits and some more runs.
Well, as we stated here earlier in this half inning, with Jennings stringing together a couple back-to-back hits, that all these at-bats are important for the hitters just as much as a pitcher. Anytime a batter can get one more chance and one more rep to get in the batter's box and see that live pitching, they'll be better off for it. So Fort Jennings taking advantage of that opportunity here in the bottom half of the 7th with the line drive down the third base line as Osting rounds first and will hold at first with the long single. So there we go, Todd, stringing together a couple more hits.
They're getting it started again, keeping the rally going. Just 1 away here in the bottom of the 7th. 14-6, Kalida Wildcats in control here. It looks like Coach Swick is going to make a change. Looks like we're going to have a runner for
Looks like Dylan Elderidge is going to come in and pinch run for Adam Osting here. Dylan is a 5'7" freshman, so he's getting an opportunity here late in the contest to use his speed to the advantage. get an opportunity to showcase what he can do here. As in steps Austin Norbeck here for the Musketeers, who is looking for his first hit of tonight's contest.
Austin comes into tonight's game with a pretty decent average, I believe batting .314. I think he has a couple home runs as well on the season. So the fact that he hasn't had any hits yet tonight, that might mean, if you're the Musketeer fan, you might mean that he's due right now. So we'll see what happens.
Niemeyer's pitch taken a little bit high.
You know, and oftentimes, too, when you have a pitching change, it relaxes the hitters a little bit. Now they have a fresh guy to start off, a guy that hasn't dominated them yet. And if the first couple guys can do some damage, it builds the confidence for the entire team. The rest of the batters start to get that good vibe, like, hey, I can hit this guy.
Yeah, hitting.
And that might be what's happening right here in the 7th inning.
Hitting is contagious. Niemeyer's pitch is a little bit low. That's kind of just to echo what you were saying, Todd. It seems like the Fort Jennings hitters are more relaxed, and you know that confidence as a pitch has popped up to the second baseman. And Ryan Unverford makes, Tyler Huffman makes a good play on the pop up there in the infield.
And as we talked about leading off our broadcast tonight, Nolan Neidert unable to play with the injury to his finger, being replaced in the lineup by Jared Cavillage. We talked about he'd have some big shoes to fill. It doesn't get much bigger than this. With 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th and you're down, you need every hitter needs to reach. So it's now kind of fitting that it's in the hands of Jared Cavillage to kind of keep it going here.
Cavillage had a single back in the second, so looking to, there's a fly ball to deep right center as the center fielder, Logan Recker, able to run over and get underneath it and make this catch for the final out of the contest.
So that will end the game. The Kalida Wildcats take it 14-6. We will take a short break, and we'll be back with the post-game show. Stick around, everybody.
The Fort Jennings Telephone Company has provided quality telephone service to northwestern Ohio since 1908. We now offer many different services, including local and long-distance phone service, cable television, and high-speed internet. The Fort Jennings Telephone Company offers all of these services with the convenience of one monthly bill. Contact us at 419-286-2181 or visit us online at www.fjtelephone.com.
And welcome back here to Fort Jennings Community Park, where we just saw the Kalida Wildcats defeat the Fort Jennings Musketeers 14-6 here tonight in baseball action. Overall, not a real close game once it got underway, but Fort Jennings made it a little bit exciting, at least got the home crowd a little bit happier there at the end, where they kept fighting at the end to stay alive and put some more runs across the board in the bottom of the 7th. But, James, give us a quick rundown of how the flow of the game went and some of the key moments.
Well, sure, Todd. First off, I think tonight's contest we have to start with Kalida's left-handed pitcher on the mound, Paul Utendorf, Went 6 strong innings, scattered 5 hits, had 5 strikeouts through those 6 innings, and really settled into a groove there after towards the second inning, end of the second, into the third, fourth, and fifth, as he retired 9 straight batters there in those middle innings to give his team a little bit of the comfort and a little bit of the edge that they would need. Offensively for Kalida, Logan RECKER, leadoff batter, reached base safely, scored a couple runs. Paul Utendorf helped himself with a couple singles in there. Nick Geisinger had 3 hits. And, overall, Kalida put the ball in play.
They did. They did a great job. And on the offensive side for Fort Jennings, a couple players obviously stood out. Trevor Van Sossen obviously had a good game at the plate, went 2 for 2 with 2 walks. And Drew Mesker had an RBI ground out there. An RBI double in the first and had another RBI double in the 7th and a single in the 5th. So he went 3 for 4. And, of course, we just witnessed there in the bottom of the 7th, Jared Horseman with the 2-run shot there for his 4th home run on the season. So a couple of bright spots there for the Fort Jennings Musketeers as they start to get ready for tournament draw on Sunday and start the tournament trail for both of these teams, actually, as a matter of fact. I'd like to take a quick moment to thank some of our sponsors for tonight's broadcast: Amy Holgrave Photography, Astro Lanes, Elegant Home Supply Incorporated, Greg Brown Insurance Agency, Premier Event Concepts, Ricker Lawn Service, S&J Crane Services, Swick Construction, the Fort Jennings State Bank, the Fort Jennings Telephone Company, and TripSportsTravel.com. We thank all of our sponsors for making this broadcast possible to allow you, the fan, to see these broadcasts on GameFaceOhio.com. So coming up next on Game Face Ohio will be a girls softball game tomorrow between Spencerville and Miller City. On Monday, May 3rd, we'll have St. Henry baseball at Lima Bath. So we expect some more exciting action coming up shortly with those broadcasts. We thank you for watching tonight's broadcast. We'd also like to thank the Fort Jennings administration, Principal Nick Langhouse, and Athletic Director Tom Sakemiller, and allowing us to present this broadcast for you, and Coach Jeff Swick for all his hospitality and allowing us to come in here to again, make this possible for you to watch. On behalf of our entire broadcast production crew and my partner, James Smith, I'm Todd Utrip. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a good night.